Hey everybody, blessings and hello to you. I'm recording this video on August 26th, 2024. I'm 2 days away from my birthday and I'm feeling good about it. It's my birthday week. I was not planning on doing a political theme video unless I felt called to this week. I wanted to go a little bit more inward and have videos that just reflected a little bit on my own life and where I'm at and where I am hoping that my life takes me. So I wanted to go a little bit inward and did do some inward reflection, which I'm still going to do. But I felt called to do at least one more video while I'm still 41, one more video before my birthday, which is 2 days from now. And that video is going to be called Corporate Media and Content Creators. Corporate Media and Content Creators. I'm discussing corporate media and content creators, and this video may be 1 or 2 parts because sometimes I can't keep it in the 15-minute timeline. But I hope that you enjoy my little chat, me sharing my INFJ empath agnostic progressive pro-democracy millennial mom POV on corporate media and content creators. I call these videos Tish Talks because they represent the perspective of only one person, and that is me, sharing my perspective, how I see the world, how I see politics, what I'm learning, what I'm understanding, what information I'm absorbing and observing. So I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to my video and read my caption. Please remember to like this video. Also, if you're interested, please follow my account on YouTube. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel. It is Tishara INFJ. Trying to build my YouTube channel, and I'm trying to branch out and expand in other social media platforms. Build and find my people, find my crowd, find my audience. Okay, so reminding you again, I'm Letitia, and I am a millennial mom of 5, agnostic, progressive, pro-democracy, INFJ empath, sharing her point of view on corporate media and content creators. So the first thing I wanted to say is I had the privilege, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful privilege of witnessing the DNC convention, the main events, that would go on for I don't know, like 6 hours or whatever. I heard somebody say 6 hours, for a long period of time, for the last 4 nights last week. From Monday to Thursday, I had the opportunity to sit down and I watched it all. I listened to all the speeches, I watched all the videos, I watched the whole thing. And I've been hearing about what, some of the reporting that has been coming out of what people call traditional media. Some people call it legacy media. Some people call it mainstream media. Some people call it corporate media. I like to lean into the corporate media part because I feel like that is the most representative of it. Corporate media, money oriented, like a media that is owned by wealthy people who are looking out for wealthy people interests. They have their own agenda, and their own agenda is not necessarily a well-informed, a well-educated electorate. So my perspective on corporate media, as I have shared a whole bunch of times before, is that it's on the tip of my tongue saying something that I've heard Donald Trump say, that he used to say a lot. Still say that so every once in a while, but he used to say this a lot. That what is it? The media is the enemy of the people, and he would call it fake news. I will call it a narrative-driven news. I will call it agenda-driven news. I will call it not for the people news. It is not fake, but it is not completely truthful. It is willfully dishonest at times. It is it is manipulative at times. And even though like the right wing media is way worse, right wing media is propaganda media, and that's what I will call fake news. And that's horrible news. It is fear based, chaos driving, not for the people news. It is manipulative propaganda news. Fox News is like fascist news or fascism news, right? But other news, CNN and other and other media like New York Times and CNN especially, you know, they have different motivations. I don't know what it is, but the writers that work for these outlets, and the reporters that work for these outlets, they they have this energy of desperation and this energy of egotism and immaturity and trying to control people and trying to shape how they want people, they are trying to shape their own narrative. They create this thing, they create their own news. It's like almost like if they're trying to create their own news, right? But so many things that I heard, but I didn't read, but or watch. The narratives that I hear come out of these things is like, there's this one called that was published on New York Times, with New York Times, that with the headline "Joy is not a strategy." I didn't read it, but I heard other creators and other people mention it. you know and then there's this kind of like animosity and this kind of like energy where a lot of negative writing towards content creators, and a little bit of jealousy, or that kind of jealousy energy, a negative outlook towards the DNC, credentialing content creators and giving them access and giving them the opportunity to be a part of this DNC convention. So for me, I want to celebrate content creators. I love them. I especially love my political content creators. I learn a lot from them. I feel like I'm less crazy and less alone because of them. I feel involved and informed and a part of something bigger than myself. And I also had the opportunity to see, to take the temperature and see the mood shift when Kamala Harris launched her campaign for president as Joe Biden had stepped aside and passed the torch. I saw the shift, the energy shift, and I saw the spark light up in a lot of these content creators' eyes and the content that they put out. And I felt like a part of something bigger than myself, and again, like not alone. And even as I watched the DNC by myself in my basement, I didn't feel alone. And I know I've said that before. I felt like a part of it. And I'm so glad that the DNC made that decision. It was very, very smart decision. And I celebrate content creators, and I'm even inspired. I am even more determined that I want to be a content creator in my own way, as much as I'm an introvert. And I feel like sometimes I might not fit into the content creator mold, if there is a mold. I feel like I might not. I have a long way to go to be a content creator, but I was inspired by these content creators, and I've decided that I want to be a content creator myself. I really want to lean into my gifts and my talents and living my life and letting my audience in to my growth and my life and my understanding, and share and pass on truths and pass on good information. So I'm celebrating content creators, and there was this other thing I saw on Substack, that I'm going to be paraphrasing because I don't have none of these stuff in front of me, but it seemed like one of the guys, I think his last name is Klepper, I can't remember his first name, but it seems as though I saw this shared that one of the guys from the Daily Show talked about how there was joy at the DNC, but it was light on policy or something along that lines. And then there was this other thing I saw where people were like, somebody was writing or talking about how people felt that there were too many celebrities and again no policy. And I do not know what these people were watching, because I thought that I was hearing policy. I thought that every time a Democratic, like throughout the whole night, people were talking about policy from different perspectives. The gun violence policy. You know, there was just policy was discussed throughout all 4 nights by many, 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 many different people. And it wasn't just a party. It wasn't just joy. And it definitely was the percentage of celebrities compared to the Democratic and Republican public servants, and public servants from different aspects of many different spectrums of political issues were speaking and had the opportunity to speak. And there was very, very, very little of celebrity talk. We had celebrities, but we had more public servants and activists and voters and people sharing their stories and policy discussion and all that kind of stuff more than anything else. And I think that anybody that says nonsense like that, they didn't watch it, or they're just full of shit. And this is again why I decided I wanted to be a content creator, despite the fact that this is totally outside my comfort zone and it's going to take work and effort, because there's too many people with big platforms that use it irresponsibly, in my opinion. And they can say what they want, but I just want to add to the conversation. And I want what I say to have substance, and to really help people, and not just to talk because I got a mouth and I got words to say, not just have words, but to have substance, make a difference, So the other thing that I wanted to say is that one of the concerns, not for lack of better words, one of the things that we have to be aware of is that the more energy that comes on this side, and the momentum, the more we rise and the more they fall, the more desperate these people are going to become. There was this again, I heard this one also shared that, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I would believe it, that Donald Trump, because of history and past actions, Donald Trump is calling the Prime Minister Netanyahu, if I'm pronouncing that right, of Israel, and asking him not to make a ceasefire deal with the Biden-Harris administration, because it would help them. And tell me if that doesn't seem plausible to you. And then there's this question that people are asking. What happened to the whole conversation about the attempted assassination thing? Not even Donald Trump. Like, I saw this shared where somebody was like, even the guy that talks about things over and over and over again and whines about things, he doesn't even talk about it. And that is very fishy. So we have to be vigilant. We have to check. People have to check their registration daily, up to the deadline. Check your registration and make sure that you can vote, and help other people to check their registration. You're going to have to be vigilant. We're going to have to be joyful warriors, but very vigilant and alert, paying attention, because there's going to be desperation, and these people are very dangerous when they're desperate, especially Donald Trump. Dangerous person when he's desperate. So we have to look out for that. And we have to look out for the negative energy, the people that are trying to continue to burst bubbles and keep us hopeless and keep us down. Keep the momentum going and I hope you guys haven't had the opportunity to see my poems that I've been writing. A poem a day, countdown to election day. And so far so good. I'm proud of my poems. So guys, thank you for watching this video. This is my last political video as a 41-year-old. Have a nice day.